everybody. We got a brand new episode of Comic Point with Yoa Nerd and myself. I am D of FTO Nerd Talk.
And I am Justice of Yoa Nerd.
Bro, we got like two comic books that are like brand new, kinda. Like I read the first 5 issues of Deathstroke. I'm not sure how far you got in it. And we read Justice League issue number 75, Death of the Justice League.
Yeah. I got all the way. I read all the Deathstroke.
You're caught up.
A little bit of it.
You're all caught up. You're to where we are now. All right. I mean, you could probably give me some insight that I didn't see. This comic book was done by Josh Williamson and it had like various artists attached to it, I believe. Because like I know like the art changed like around issue 5, you see like a different art style altogether.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So well, what's your take from this comic?
Okay, so this was my pick to talk about, and the reason I want to talk about it because it's literally one of my favorite comics that came out. And this joint, sorry, pollen has been killing me this week.
Second.
So the reason I want to talk about because Deathstroke's one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite villains, actually.
Right.
And so this is what I've been waiting for, because I kind of wasn't really feeling Priest's run of Deathstroke.
As you mentioned numerous of times. Yeah.
Yeah, as I mentioned. So, but this is kind of what I really be wanting from Deathstroke. It kind of sucks that I'm saying this because it kind of doesn't do well for character development and stuff like that. But I like how Priest did it. He had his family. He gave Deathstroke more of a story. It's more about Slade the man than Deathstroke, the assassin. But this joint is right back to him being Deathstroke the assassin. That is what I love. It's literally I think when you was talking about, you said it's just like a 90s comic. It's just like an action comic. It got him and Black Canary just hunting down villains and all that. It's basically just going back to Deathstroke basically just being a badass. And that's why I like it.
It did show us that. And that I won't take away from it. It did show us Deathstroke being a badass. It showed him being the Batman-esque of villains, essentially. Brooding, standing in the shadows, just using his swords and his guns. Punisher style. Exactly. Punisher style. I would still say that Jason Todd is an analog of Frank Castle, but yeah, Punisher style, definitely. And it did catch me off guard seeing Black Canary inside this comic. I was not expecting the Black Canary to be in a Deathstroke Inc. comic, but apparently they worked together back in New 52, which I completely forgot about.
Right, they did.
Did you read any of those New 52 comics with the Deathstroke? Yeah.
Yes, I did, because that drum was fire. It kind of different. People hate it because they made him young.
Yeah.
And they gave him 2 eyes, but the joint was literally, and it wasn't too much into it. The story wasn't super great. It was literally just the art and the action in it. He goes up against Wonder Woman at one point, and it's literally just for the action. But it was actually pretty dope. And this I really like having Black Canary in it because they kind of have history even besides New 52. Because she's married to Green Arrow, and him and Green Arrow always got beef. They're
kind of always going at it.
Yeah. So it makes sense. I like that they put her in it because they could have really chose a lot of heroes. They could have chose anybody, but I like that they used Black Canary because I think she's underused for real. And so I like that they actually used her in something.
And Deathstroke is working with this group called Trust, and it's an acronym, Trust.
Sound like you can't trust them.
I mean, they don't flat out throw that joke in there, but that's the first thing that popped in my head. Okay, your organization called Trust in your shadow cabinet. Are you serious right now?
I definitely don't trust y'all.
Not even a little bit, dude. No. And the thing that really got to me was seeing Toyman attached to this. I guess he calls himself Toyman 2.0 now, but now we know where Toyman is. I've been wondering for a while, where the hell is Toyman?
Yeah, they actually in this whole comic, they bring out a good couple people that you have that you haven't seen for a minute. They bring out Cheetah, she was in it. Prometheus is in it. I think at the end of it, I can't remember what issue he comes into it, but Prometheus ends up being in it. Who
Yep.
else?
Prometheus is revealed. This is all spoilers. Like all this is spoiler. Like if you guys haven't read it, I'm sorry, but I think it's Howard Porter. It's the artist, and of course Josh Williamson is like the writer to this. But it's when like she reveals herself, like the head of trust reveals herself, and you see Prometheus is like her right hand man essentially.
Right. And then so this, I think they really did a good job of like bringing some side characters that you really don't see too much of into this.
Did you like the Queen of Fable reference? Like because Harley Quinn is a thing now, and like we're saying Queen of Fables in comic books. Like,
right. So okay, I was thinking that. So like when I was reading, I'm like, yo, okay, that was also in Harley Quinn. She was also in Harley Quinn's animated series.
Yeah.
I feel like they're really trying to push some characters out more.
I'm here for it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm 100% here for it. She made her first appearance in JLA 47 in November 2000, and
that's recent.
I haven't heard of her since. Like Gail Simone created her. Gail Simone, Brian Hitch, and Mark Waid created the Queen of Fables, and she was recently used and voiced by Wanda Sykes in the Harley Quinn TV show. Like dude, like I don't know about you, but like it's this is what like the DC fans are always talking about. Like put like these no-name characters in the comic books and TV shows, and like seeing her in this and having her like support Cheetah's little weird background story of her being on a different planet as like queen of everybody, but she's a bit of a fuck up. It was cool to see.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, she was.
She definitely was. But it definitely was cool to see. Like, I think with some of these series, especially, with some like, I think with this story, it was real easy for them to bring in characters that you don't see.
Yeah.
Because, like he was hunting villains. So like, it makes it real easy to bring in characters you don't ever see at all.
When you look at Trust, do you see Trust more like a sword analog in this series? Or like do you like see them like any kind of affiliation, like what their main purpose is behind all this? Because like they had that SOS when Black Canary and Slade were in space, like stay away, Earth is ours. That message that they sent out there. Did you get like any kind of like sword vibes off that, or like did you just think like Trust had like a bigger mission other than?
I think so. For me, you got to issue 5, right?
Right.
And what happens at the end of issue 5?
At the end of issue 5, I think the Legion of Doom showed up.
Okay, so it's not to the point where you haven't got to the point where Deathstroke basically kills people in Trust.
Give me 1 second to go back to my notes, which is the actual comic book itself, to look at what actually happens at the end of issue 5. Oh, issue 5 is like he becomes king of the supervillains. That's what happens at the end of issue 5. Like he sits on his throne, kills the Calculator, and the other round table of villains that were there. There's a round table of villains who were pretty much runs Trust. It's it ranges from Toyman himself, Count Vertigo, Monocle, Dr. Moon, Dr. Destiny, the Calculator, Deadline, Prometheus, Tattooed Man, Shrapnel, and Body Double. They're all they're all controlling Trust, and Slade pretty much this is in Slade's fashion. This I'll completely agree with. This is in Slade's fashion. He kills the Calculator. He beats the living hell out of Deadline, and he pretty much says like, "I'm the king of supervillains. Like you guys want to orchestrate supervillains, I'll do that." And I feel like I need to catch up like you are and see what happens after this, because I feel like now is when things are going to start taking off. Is on issue 6, 7, and 8 right now.
Yeah. So, but with this, the reason I asked that is because so what you asked me about Trust and what they were, I think Trust, but now they're all basically gone. I think Trust was kind of like trying to be its own Justice League, but in an evil way. And not like Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
But like kind of like its own like they were trying to get rid of, like they were definitely trying to get money. Like they were trying to get rid of villains so they could be the main power. You feel me? And they were, because I mean they were basically like tired of villains, you know, messing everything up and always trying to destroy the world and all that. And so that's why they were trying to try to keep each other rich. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I think they were just trying to be a good thing for evil.
And like, it's kind of like how we've been seeing since Perpetua showed up, or that Totality. Since we saw the Totality show up, and Luthor started creating like his own little thing and saw into the future, that like there was a point in time where villains actually did take over. I think like is the villains seeing that future and saying this like we need like to make this a reality. It's kind of like they're being activists, but for bad guys essentially, and like they want to make a profit at the same time.
Yeah, because they don't want too big of villains that are going to destroy the world because they can't make money.
Right.
But they still want to be able to do their villainous stuff, just not on a large scale, which I kind of agree with. Like, we're not trying to destroy the world. We need the world so we can continue to make money.
Gotta make that bank. It's going into like it's bringing the politics back in the comic books that we really haven't seen for a while. Like, you know, it's capitalism essentially. Like, you know, like we like keep making that bank, but you know, the Justice League, like the progressives, were saying like we can't make any money because they don't like capitalism, and the villains are like, screw that, we're about to make some bank. And who loves money more than anybody else in like the DC universe? Slave motherfucker Wilson. Like, so there you go.
Yeah, and then but trust in slave fashion gets dismantled before they even got a chance to start.
Dude,
like,
he plopped like calculator right in his head.
Just like, right off. He just shot him. And that was my favorite part of the comic. I was like, bruh, yes. He was just like, yo, forget this. I'm the king of supervillains. Y'all answer to me.
Yep.
But this comic just leads into, you say where it goes after this, it leads into Shadow War. Where like him versus basically the Legion, the League of Shadows and League of Assassins, like all of that. Like it becomes great because somebody kills Ra's al Ghul and everybody thinks it's Sleeve.
Yeah. And I should say that also the intro of this was Batman Urban Legend. Like this takes place after Batman Urban Legend, like specifically like issue number 6. So right after that, like it's probably best like to read those first 5, then start reading this one here. Even though we gave you spoilers, but like they all tie in together. And from what you were telling me, that like the next comic book ties into this, and it all ties into the Dark Crisis, apparently, right?
So DC really has been leading up to this in multiple comics.
Right.
So me and you were talking about Williamson, like he's writing Robin. Robin also has a hand in Shadow War. Like Robin, Batman, and Deathstroke, all of their stories kind of lead into Shadow War. And then Shadow War basically leads into Dark Crisis because then leads Dark Crisis. Deathstroke has a big part in Dark Crisis. So I think whatever happens in Shadow War, whatever comes of that, I really feel like Deathstroke's gonna come out of that big. And
like big
part. Yeah,
because like he's writing, Williamson's writing like a lot of other stories in connection towards this Dark Crisis. Like he's writing, like you said, he's writing Robin. He's doing the current Batman run. He's also doing Justice League Incarnate. Go ahead.
Which Justice League Incarnate and Infinite Frontier, I think he's writing that one too.
And Shadow War Alpha, he's also doing that one.
Right. And then the main ones for like next we're going to talk about Death of Justice League. And the main ones leading up into that, it starts off with Infinite Frontier and then goes into what's the other one called? Justice League Incarnate.
And those are big titles right now. I haven't read it yet, but I see on Twitter that people cannot stop talking about Justice League Incarnate. Like they're talking about the Superman, the President Superman, and all the different members of Justice League Incarnate, and how that story is really setting all this up.
Yeah, because I mean they're basically trying to protect the multiverse, basically, in a sense. And so that's why you got like President Superman, Calvin, what's his last name? I got the book right here.
Ellis?
Yeah. So President Superman is up with, he has like his whole squad.
Which is a cool squad, by the way. Like it's a cool squad. Please list them all, because I'm all for hearing like this cool ass squad.
From Earth Zero, you got the Flash of China, which is a girl. You have
from the Superman, like of China. Yeah.
Yeah. Which those I actually want to read.
Ooh, they're good. They're good.
From China. I want to read that.
They're good. Like when he meets up with Superman, it's tense. It's good.
You got Captain Carrot.
He's a badass, man.
From Earth 26. Aquawoman, Earth 11.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Marvel, Earth 5. Dino Cop, Earth 41. And Thunderer, Earth 7.
And don't forget about the two heavy hitters, man. You can't forget about the two big ones.
Who am I missing?
You're missing Darkseid, and you got like Thomas Wayne.
Darkseid not on their crew.
They show up in issue 5 of Justice League Incarnate.
No, but he the villain.
He's no. Like he's from what I see, he's also working with them.
What you mean, Justice League Incarnate?
Issue 5 of 5. He shows up inside of it. Like, and from what I see, he's working with the Justice League, like that task force of the Justice League.
He become the villain.
Oh, does he?
Oh, that's later. Sorry, that's literally my bad.
No worries. They're gonna be it for now. Yeah, but but it's cool to see this because like I've been saying this for a while that DC needs to focus on their multiverse because even though I haven't seen Doctor Strange, I know that they're crap when it comes to the multiverse, and DC is legendary for doing multiverse type stuff. And something like this is like right up their alley. It seems like they're blending all of their comic book multiverses together, and they're just multiverse hopping. And time travel is a thing of the past, and multiverse is it now.
Yeah, but the only thing, everything is good. Only thing I'm mad at is that one of my favorite Superman from Earth 2 ain't been in this too much.
You talking about Val Zod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked Earth 2. Like I really liked Earth 2. Earth 2
it was a really good run. I agree with you.
But no, they definitely doing. I think I definitely like what they're doing with like the multiverses and like having like different, heroes, and it's not even just like your run of the mill multiverse heroes. Like you feel me? Like we got Captain Carrot and stuff like that. Like it's not just.
But he seems to have like the most depth out of all these characters. Like reading this Justice League 75, like he has the most depth because like you see. Like this is gonna be a lot of spoilers on this one here too, but you see like Ella's telling us that the Spectre is dead. Like the Spectre is dead. And if you read the Justice League Future State, like he was like a big part of Wonder Woman's story. So like having Spectre be dead is like it's a big deal inside of this. And like, the person who's really setting all this off, Pariah, like he's one like the main antagonist inside this whole story.
Exactly. But we are gonna do spoilers, right?
I'm all for spoilers, man. We got to do some spoilers in this. Absolutely.
Okay. So because I just want to talk about this comic as a whole. Because I like that it just gets into it.
Yeah.
It gets straight into it.
It slaps you in the face. Agreed.
It does. Like they everybody gets called in, everybody gets teleported, and they like, they got a problem that they need to handle, and the problem comes straight to them. Like it was I like how it started. And it was also dope seeing this one part. I had to find this page. It's where Calvin and Clark like talk to each other.
Yeah.
And it's really just dope seeing both of those Supermen just talk and interact and be in the same presence.
The really crazy part was like seeing them like that Calvin was taking lead from Clark. Like I was surprised like Ella's like you're a president. Like you're taking cues from Clark Kent, like Earth Zero. I that was a big surprise to me. I was really surprised to see that, but it was cool to see. The thing that shook me the most was them like doing an homage of Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman all dying the same way the Flash did when he doing Crisis of Infinite Earth, like when he had died during the Speed Force, and like his whole existence just blurred away. You know what I'm talking about?
That one page where they got like cards. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that being homage to that.
That is exactly what that is. Definitely an homage like to that scene. Like it's just like Flash like dying slowly or fast if you want to look at it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, this joint looks tough. It looks like, you remember when you play solitaire and you were winning solitaire and all the cards would just flush out? It looks just like that.
That's exactly what it reminds me of. And the really cool thing of that is that at the end of this issue, like you see Black Adam like nearly KO'd and telling John Kent, Wally West, and Naomi that the Justice League are dead. And it's just like it's handing off the mantle to those three. Like they are the new Trinity. And like that is not the Trinity I was expecting. But
I don't think they will be the Trinity though.
No.
Because on the cover of Dark Crisis, it has Yarl Floor, Jace Fox, and John
Kent? Okay.
Yeah, so I think they're more so looking at them to be the Trinity. But the thing is, with the New Justice League comic, I mean, with After Death of Justice, what they said is John tries to rile up people to be part of his Justice League, but then most people say no for whatever reason. So like they put out a picture. That New Justice. It was like the New Justice League lineup. It has like John. It has John. Let me see if I remember this off the top of my head. I'm be amazed if I could. It has John, Damian, Blue Beetle, Harley Quinn. Dang, I'm doing good so far. Frankenstein,
and Aqualad, right? Aquaman.
Jackson Hyde,
okay.
Aquaman. I'm missing, I think, one person.
Spectrum.
He's on there.
Far Sector.
He's on there.
Is she a part of it? I'm looking for the cover myself. I can't seem to find it. Is it Far Sector? I forget her name.
Oh, you talking about Joe Sojourner?
Yeah, Joe. Yeah.
No, she wasn't on there. New Justice League.
Trying to find it too. I see nothing. See nothing out there.
So the picture just got released.
Of Dark Crisis?
No, it's like a yeah, it was. I think it's like for with the comic that coming after Dark Crisis. Well,
okay.
In Dark Crisis. So it shows like a picture of John with like the new league, based like his new league or supposed new league. And most of everybody just name was on there. I just think I'm missing somebody. Listen. It was John Kent, Harley Quinn, Damian.
It's already weird. Got Harley Quinn in the team. That's already weird.
Yeah, because supposedly he asked a whole bunch of people, and then everybody says no.
Damn.
Blue Beetle also was in there. Dag, I really wish I could find this picture right now.
I will say though, like you saying all this to me, it does sound like they're showing out for like, you know, the TV fans. It sounds like they're doing the MCU thing where they're getting people who are a part of the HBO Max, part of the TV shows and the films. Those who rumored that are getting a movie seem like they're just putting those people in the Justice League, which, you know, I'm not angry about. Like it's comic, it's what they do. So
I don't know, because the only person that's on TV is Harley and Blue Beetle.
Well, yeah, Blue Beetle's getting a movie,
but that's it. Like Frankenstein, people don't really know about Frankenstein.
Yeah, unless they're making a Justice League Dark movie, we don't know about. Yeah,
they are supposed to be making Justice League Dark movie,
right?
I don't know if Frankenstein will be in that. I really wish I could find this picture. Oh,
curse you, Twitter.
And if I look on Twitter right now, I bet you I don't find it.
I bet you don't either.
And it is always on my joint. Like it's literally every time I go on there, I see it.
It probably pops up right in your face.
Yes, I don't see it now.
Yeah,
people been talking about it, like they've been saying like they like the new lineup. People saying it's not the actual lineup, or it won't be the final line. Oh, hold up. Did I find it? I found a screenshot of one part of it. That's crazy.
You know what issue it's called? Like what's the event afterwards it's called?
After all of this?
Yeah.
After Dark Crisis? I don't know. Sweet. Yeah, I don't know what's after Dark Crisis.
Neither do I.
Yeah, but so like supposedly after Justice League dies, they try to recruit a whole bunch. Yeah, found it. Oh, what's that? Starfire, Sister Blackfire?
No way.
Oh, Blue. That's what I was missing. The original Blue Beetle and Booster Gold.
Cord? No way.
Yep.
Ted Cord?
You see this picture.
Not Jaime Reyes?
No, Jaime is in it. Both of them are in it.
Nice.
Yeah, both Blue Beetles are in it. And then like John's in like the middle, and I'm pretty sure that's Blackfire.
That's cool. See, I'm all for that. And then they got this Justice League and Legion versus Legion of Superheroes coming out soon too. That was interesting.
Yeah, I'm not reading that.
No, you don't want to see the Gold Lantern? He's a Kryptonian dude.
It's what's his name? Bendis.
Yeah.
Bendis. No, no.
Oh, that's right. You don't like Bendis. That's right.
Yeah, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. But no, this Justice League is fire though. Like I really like this one because it's like they say that the League is gonna be dead for a minute. Mm-hmm. Also, question: is Black Canary dead or no?
Well, she's hanging out with Slade right now. So is she?
No, in Death of Justice League.
Ah, yeah, that's a good question.
Because remember, she was like, "Where's the page?" Because he started killing off everybody. Like he killed off Green Lantern, Zatanna, Aquaman, mean Arthur Curry, Hawk Girl, Martian Manhunter, President Superman, and his whole team.
Yeah.
And he also killed Green Arrow died, but if you see Black Widow's like comforting, like holding him and all that, but you never see her actually die. Here it go. The part where you see like where at the end where you see Black Adam and he like calls like he does the Shazam and hits the with the lightning. You just see Black Canary just kind of over Green Arrow's body, and you never see her like die.
Depends, man. Depends. Well, I guess we have to wait because I don't think that issue's out yet. 76 isn't out yet, right?
Dark Crisis came. The prelude to Dark Crisis came out, but I don't think they say if she died or not. I still haven't read that. I'm tripping. It's right over there.
So that probably had to be our next one. Real quick, we got a minute left. What would you rate Deathstroke the first 5 issues?
Deathstroke?
Yeah.
5 out of 5 fires. Easy.
2 out of 5 for me.
It Joe was crazy good. It was 2
out of 5. Okay, I can't agree with 2 out of 5. All right, Justice League. What would you give Justice League?
I give Justice League 4 out of 5 fires. It was good. It's the start.
Yeah.
You can't really judge it too much.
I think the art really sold me on it. Like I'll give it 4 also. The 4, like, yeah. Whew. So if you had to guess what's gonna be your next issue, what's your next issue?
For us to do?
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue.
Me either. Me either. I think maybe like the first issues of Robin. I'll read the first 5 issues of Robin. I think you've already read that, right?
I'm gonna switch to Marvel. We're gonna talk about. I don't know. I'm gonna switch to Marvel though.
All right. We'll keep you posted. Make sure you follow our Twitter page.
New Iron Fist. The new Iron Fist. There we go.
Perfect. I like that. All right. Make sure you check out FTL Nerd Talk on Twitter and Yo a Nerd on. You're more of a Twitter and YouTube guy, right?
Yeah, Twitter, yeah. YouTube. Just look up Yo a Nerd. You find me.
There you go. See, you guys got it. Until next time, you guys take it easy.
Peace.